It's getting warm outside. If you're from the East Coast, you're in the South, even in the West, right? I don't know too much about the Midwest, but I'm sure wherever you are is getting warm, right? We have people, and we are around people that we just come across. They're doing anything and everything just to make themselves feel good about themselves. They're doing anything and everything to impress the nobodies, the people that think that they have an identity, and trying to impress them and show them that, okay, this is who I am, this is what I represent, and take me for who I am, and I'm cool, I'm just like y'all. To only fail and realize that for those of you that are just focused in just living your day-to-day life and not worried about anyone, and you want to come home to your family, just chill. You want to, I'll just listen to this message today, right? You just want to go on vacation. You got money to do the things you want, but you got people out here that are nobodies. They're not doing anything serious with their lives. So they'll come across a person like you, and you don't even have to know them, and they'll come around you and just trying to start trouble with you, just trying to do certain things to you just to knock you off your square, if that makes sense. But I'm here to let you know to not ever crash out on someone. And before I get into the video, right, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend, and I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. And today we're going to talk about, and this is what I was going to tell you, do not ever crash out on someone that has or that have no identity, if that makes sense. But before I get into the video, I'm going to introduce myself again. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And also, please like, share, and subscribe. I said this already, but I want to take the time to tell everyone who watch my videos, people that comment, thank you so much. I'm seeing my subscriber count is growing. You may not comment, but if this video helps you and you're watching this, I'd like to tell you just thank you. I appreciate it. My channel is growing. It's slowly growing, but I appreciate it. I mean, this is something that, I've been doing all my life, and then now I'm just up here telling you guys, doing like 3 or 4 videos a week. Never can I imagine that I could be helping someone across the country, across the world, in the same state that I'm in. I don't know, but I tell you guys thank you for watching, because this makes me feel that I'm doing something. All right, but let's talk about it. And I'm gonna bring this up yesterday, right? And not that I'm saying that it bothered me a little bit, but it just made me think. And who knows? I don't know. Person may look maybe much more younger than me. I don't know, because we look the same age, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The younger generation, no, I ain't taking no shots though. Sometimes I come across them, I be so confused, like what I mean, about ages, and I think they were the same age. But where I'm going with this is this, right? I was chilling, treated myself yesterday, relaxed, went and got me something to eat. And I noticed, right, I'm big on energy. I just noticed that, and I felt like, okay, people were trying to start trouble, right? And what I mean, I'm not trying to make myself to become a victim, but where I'm going with this is this. It's getting warm outside, and people are just looking for a reason to just start trouble. And I noticed that the person just looked at me and just started laughing and looking at somebody like, and for me personally, I'm old enough to know that, okay, you know what, this person is just immature, or they probably looked at something or was laughing about something, and it just looked at me and stared at me, right? I'm not trying to make anything up, but the energy that I felt was this person literally looked at me, stared at me, right? And just started laughing and looking at someone. And I'm big on observing, right? Because I'm a quick observer. I'll look at you, and I'll just, okay, you know what I mean? But the other people that were around him, they're not paying him no attention. It was not until he started laughing, they started laughing too, right? Monkey see, monkey do. But what I notice is that, and what I can compare in these times, especially now, people don't have an identity. They don't know themselves well enough to just say, okay, you know what, I'm Bradley, and I need to step my game up and I want to become an engineer. So what I need to do is just stop hanging around with people that is not going to do any better for me. No, it's the complete opposite. We're at a time now that even if you can be in your 30s, and I'm seeing even people that are over 40 years old, especially in if you're from the urban community, you can really relate to this. They're not doing anything with their lives. They've been incarcerated in and out of prison. Not that I say, hey, I'm not judging nobody. I don't know what this certain situation is, but it's that you would think that when you become a certain age, you would be mature enough to really looking to level up. No. But like I said, I don't know people's certain situations. I'm not trying to call nobody like, they're bums, this, that, and the third. But I say this. If someone is sitting there really trying to start trouble with you, don't crash out on them. Don't pay them, give them the time of day. It's sort of crazy, like you like, oh my gosh, you feel like you're gonna look like a punk. You're gonna feel like that, okay, I'm not man enough, I wasn't man enough, I could stand my own ground. But think about it. Is it really worth you getting into some type of serious situation where you're going to court or you're behind bars to the point where you would have to like take time out of things that you need to take time of, or even it gets really that deep where you spend years or your life behind bars for someone that don't even know who they are? Trust me, when you're a person that is about something, take it from me, you're gonna find people, anyone, it could be family members, and it's definitely gonna be that one random person that you see on the street. They can sense that you're about something. They can sense that you're doing something serious with your lives, and guess what? They're gonna try to come to you out of everyone and try to distract you and knock you off their vibe. What I can say is this. For people that come around you and try to start trouble with you and do things, they have nothing to lose. A lot of times, believe it or not, they don't have nothing to lose. Think about it. What makes you in your right mind? You come to a random person and try to start trouble with them and don't even know what they can and be capable of to do to you. You don't know if these people have people that's in, that got communities, that don't play that. You don't know. They'll judge a book by its cover because you're smiling, like you're a person that's just chilling and relaxing, and they see that you're positive and don't even know that your family is probably part of the mob. What kind of mob? I don't know. You don't even know if this person, you don't know. This is one of the reasons why, for me, for example, I don't mess with nobody. I'm welcoming to people. I say nice. If I say this, if I don't have nothing to say to nice to someone, I won't say it. I'll keep it to myself. But for me personally, I got to the point, especially at my age, where I'm all about positivity, right? I know where I came from. I know who I am, and I came a long way. And I'm not, and especially for me personally, this is what's gonna make, if you could relate to me, we have a lot to lose. I don't even care if you just have, let's say, a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, but that 9 to 5 could get you to be able to get you to the next level, get promotions, or you can get that 9 to 5, and then from that 9 to 5, that you could meet someone, they can be impressed with your work ethic, and they can hire you and give you a six-figure job just because they seen how your work ethic is, good customer service. Just an example, right? So where I'm going with this, don't crash out to anyone that don't have no identity, because a lot of them, the way they treat you and the way they act is how they feel about themselves. A person that's just trying to get you and trying to knock you off your square, they don't have nothing to lose. They don't like themselves. They see that they can't live for tomorrow. They live for the moment. All right. So if you like this video, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. And also, in the description below, comment pinned to the top. Keep up with the latest luxury styles and trends. at gorgeous271.com. All right. Again, please like, share, and subscribe, and please do not crash out over anyone. I mean, anyone that have no identity. All right. Peace.